Welcome to this look at lovely new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I am here on Rehbach. This is a new mod map out by Kaz, 210.95 megabytes download. Because of the mod map maker, it's got a very fruling vibe to it. There are mods required that download automatically on this one. I've put the details in the description, not links because it's console, but the details, but it will download automatically. The Bunker Silo by DMI 20mm Normandy, Placeable Vehicle Pack by Alien Jim, the Old Barn Package by farmerfivetom, Sugar Factory by gamerhzsFSH, the Grain Mill by the same modder, the Outdoor Climate Pigsty by TrianglesTrouble, the Franconian Farm Buildings and the Rehbach Farm Buildings by BERNIESCS. There are some other mods as well added in by the map maker. Now, as we go around, there are a few silos that aren't showing under silos. So under sheds, we've got Franconian, we've got the Old Barn Package, we've got Rehbach Farm Buildings mod, but then we've got Rehbach mod. So there are a couple thrown in by the map maker. If we go to silos, you'll see under here we've got quite a few bunker silos, which is part of the bunker silo pack by DMI 20mm Normandy. On the end we have got this shed with farm silo, which we will get to later. 300,000 litre capacity. Now there are a few as we go around that aren't showing in here as you being able to place them down. So capacities, I think they're all multi-fruit silos as far as I can tell, but capacities is a little bit of a trickier prospect. I would think they're going to be around that. Under container, we do have a silo for seed and fertiliser, 27,300 litre. We'll get to later on. Under tools, I don't think we had. Oh yes, we've got the workshop, farmhouses, Franconian and Rehbach. And then if we go to productions, we've got a few thrown in here. Production silage we start with on new farmer. On farm manager and start from scratch, because you don't own the land yet, you don't, but once you've bought the land you will get one of those. And then there's grain mill, Rehbach mods. So we've got the dairy and we've got the Hessen milk, which are both dairies, and then we've got sugar factory mod on there as well. Selling points, I don't think we have anything modded. Nothing under greenhouses, orchards or generators. Under animals we've got various different modded ones, including horse pasture on the Rehbach mod, outdoor climate pigsty, sheep is fixed in place. Decoration, we've got one under lights. Under others, we've got all these placeables from the Placeable Vehicles pack by Alien Jim, which are scattered around. Under landscaping, there wasn't anything that stood out actually. It's a couple of extra textures, cobbles, but nothing under trees and plants, as far as I could tell. So, there's no biogas plant on this map. Contracts are available, but there's no biogas plants. You might have to put one in, or at least I haven't found one. The other thing to note as we walk into the town is that there are 6 farms. So you start with one. We'll buy them as we go around, so all the triggers and stuff will appear. Now it does say, as far as removing them, if you want to take anything away, some of the farms you can remove some of the buildings, some of the farms you can't, some you can remove all the buildings, some you can remove some of the decoration. It's a bit hit and miss, so I would suggest if you are going to start removing things, save your game first, then try and remove stuff. If you can't remove everything you want to, then you can revert back to your previous save. As long as you come out without saving it again, you'll be absolutely fine. So our start farm here, if we go to the map, this is what the map looks like. We start with, on new farmer, 19 and 40. 40 is the sort of start farm that's got a load of farm buildings. We've got a cow barn and pasture built in. Field 19, field 1, field 4. We've got another barn down here. Now that's the other thing, as we go around the map, you've got lots of little plots like this. Field 22, plot 22, plot 15, plot 31, plot 56. These are all field barns. There are loads of little plots where you can just buy the little plot and there's a field barn on it. There's one over here as well. On that field, 32, there's one. So there's a few of those to be looking at. We're not going to buy all of those. We're not going to go to all of those, but there are loads of field barns knocking around. Sleep trigger is just here at the main farm. Now slot count is 1,433 on new farmer. On farm management, start from scratch, that comes down to 1,297. Difference between new farmer and farm management start from scratch is you don't start with any of the vehicles or machinery. All the buildings and stuff are still here. That's why I say about removing buildings and things. I tried to get the slot count down, which it was coming down, but a lot of the farm areas I couldn't remove everything. When I tried removing this cow building, it removed the top part of the building, but it left the bottom part behind. It was very strange. So like I say, save your game if you're going to do it. Just be wary of that. So our sleep trigger is just there. We've got some of our start machinery just here. A lot of it is saying 0 months but requires repair, and it's pretty dirty as well, so it might need a bit of work. We have our cow barn just here. Manure heap to the side, so your manure point is just there. Milk point is just in here with another tractor tucked in there. We go through our feed point and at the back. Around the side here is where you find your slurry point and your dialogue box. We have 5 in here already, so 5 out of 30 potential. One of them was in here when I come in here earlier. When you buy them, add them, you might get 1 or 2 in here, but this pasture at the back is linked, and this does have a water trough at the back of it as well. So we can open the gate and go in here, and there is a water trough at the back there for these cows. So that and that building are linked together. When you buy cows, they will appear in this field. If we come back down here, that's the production silage. If we come into here and we go to our production change, you'll see we start with it. It's a 1-to-1, so a straight swap over grass, hay, chaff and straw, and it will make you silage, which you can take out. We get our in point and our out point just there. Water tanks, slurry tanks, whatever you want to use that for. I think it might be just water and milk, these two. We come around here. I think this one's the one we'll open. Get our grass work stuff just there. Trailers, seeder, cultivator, fertilizer spreader, forage wagon. Now this building is one of the slurry spreader there. This building is one of the farm sheds. So we come back down, if we click on there, that little plot there, 23 for 5,232, we can buy that, which then gives us access to this shed at the front here. You can't open the doors until you own it, so if you want to buy it, you can buy that extra shed if you need a bit more space as you progress. So that's the main farm. As far as equipment and machinery goes, we've seen most of it already. Small tractors, the Fendt and the Massey we've just seen. The harvester we'll get to in a little while. Trailers we've seen. Header with the harvester. Cultivator, seeder, fertilizer spreader. Yeah, pretty much all that stuff we've seen as we've gone round. Although front loader gear. Where was the front loader gear? That hasn't got forks on it. Actually, you might use that one. Oh, there's the bale loader. And I think... oh, there we go. Silage forks on the front of the front loader there. So that's all the equipment and machinery at the main start farm. What I'm going to do before we move forward, I'm just going to put some government subsidy signs in, put a bit of money in, because as we go around we've got to buy the farm plots, and some of them aren't cheap, sort of 400, 500, 600,000, so we're going to need a bit of money. So I will see you momentarily, and we shall continue on. That'll do. So we'll have a quick whiz round on foot. Actually, I might be better off to actually we'll drive. I was going to go on foot, but I'm conscious of time. So we'll come out of the farm. Head down here. It's very picturesque. It's a really lovely map. Lighting's great, texturing's great, colour palette works really well. Carpentry around here. I like the fact everything seems it all blends really well, and you've got lots of detail thrown in. 210.95 megabytes. Did I say that at the start? which is amazing considering the amount of detail that's in here as well. I guess with the additional vehicle packs and stuff by Alien Gym and the required mods, it's how a lot of maps appear to have quite a low megabyte download. When you add in all of the mods that are required as well, I guess it does bring it up a bit. We've got another shed there that can be purchased just to the right if you want to. We come up the hill, just want to get right to this. Oh no, it's just under here. Across the bridge, we've got a restaurant on the right hand side, sell point just there with the restaurant round the side, and just down to our left there's a lovely little crossing point. Again, another, this is one of those maps as you go around, there's loads of places where it's like, oh, that'd make a great thumbnail, that'd look amazing. Got a water point here, there's a little ford where you're kind of splashing across through the water. That awesome water point just there. Obviously with mods and stuff you can put water points in wherever you want around the map, but there is a water point just there. We've got just over to the left there the corner shop sell point. We've got our bakery just to the right there. I'll leave that there with the engine running. And if we whiz through here, we've got the sawmill tucked around the back. Just here. Now these are all standard production speeds recipes as far as I can tell. None of them on here take any additional crop types or anything unusual. I generally check when I do my prep on a map tour, so if there's any additional things that any of these take, I would point it out. Like I said before on these, it's difficult to tell sometimes with the recipes unless you place a standard one in as well and check the numbers exactly. I generally just look for whether they take additional things, and often if the map maker has said this is a high speed, whatever it is, then I'll have a look, but I think generally speaking pretty standard. So heading out to the west we come to farm number 2, which is just here, Annenhof. So on the map we've gone around these sale points here. The water point was just there, done all of these. We're now here. This is plot 11, 350,640. Buy that. That gives us a sleep trigger, cows, chickens, and another production silage like we've got over here. There is another shed just there, plot 22 if you want to buy it. Sleep trigger is just here at the front with the wardrobe trigger just tucked away inside the building there. Around the back here we have our cows. We have got 5 in this one, 5 out of 45. Feed trigger, I think that's the milk point. Yep. Manure heap, slurry point just around there. Like I said, there is a shed there if you want to buy the shed. So if you want to extend the farm as you get a bit more money and you need a bit more space, you can. Production silage just there. And then here we've got our chickens. So that opens and closes. Pallets will spawn there. This has also got a silo built into it. Now this one is 300,000 litres. This is chicken shed and silo combined. And if we come to here, I remember doing the mod review on this. There we go. So 300,000 litre silo. Chickens 360. We don't have any yet, but we can have 360 chickens in there. I think this one opens out to the road behind as well. Yeah. Like I said, it all blends in really nicely. It's very well done. There's nothing clunky about it. It's all, yeah, very immersive, which, as you know, I do like a bit of immersion. From here we're going to head south. Now, this is one of the first silos. It does say multi-silo, but it's not showing under the silos as replaceable. I haven't tried removing it. We do have a silage clamp next to it, and this is where the harvester is, I'll say hidden, it's not hidden, stored. We start off on new farm with field 4, which is the one just in front of us, so this probably makes sense the harvester's down here. there we go. So multi-silo, if we go to the map, you'll see we've done that farm there and we've come down here. That's what all it says, multi-silo. If we go back into here and we go to our silos, the only silo showing is that one, shed with farm silo. So yeah, the harvester is in here with the header and header trailer. And as I said, next door, just to the side of it, we have got a silage clamp as well. There's a couple of silage clamps knocking around next to the various different sheds that are around the map as well. So some of them are sheds on their own, some of them have got silage clamps next to them. It just varies depending on where you are. There's a bit of forestry. I didn't talk about the field prices, did I? Field prices on the map. They do vary. Small fields, meadows. We've got some forest areas. As you can see, we're down here at the moment. We're just going around the corner, so there's a forested area here. There's a bit of forestry to do if you want to do it. I think even the most expensive fields are only up in the 300,000 mark. 369, 356, 319, 310. Yeah, not horrendous. It's more the farm plots that are a bit more expensive. Then we've got mid-sized fields that come down in price, and then some smaller ones like 73 grand there. And some of the meadow forestry plots, like that one for example, 47. So yeah, a mixed bag price-wise. But what we do have, I think there are 5 of these, which is a nice touch. We've got building sites. So the building sites can be purchased. They're not too expensive. So you can buy that plot of land. Once you've bought the plot of land, you can remove all the items on there. So the decorative objects, the skips and the containers, so you could go through a sequence of removal. You know, if you wanted to do a storyline with it, then the vehicles could be removed. I mean, what you could do if you wanted to, if you were going to set it all up, you could remove those before you started. You could put a wheel loader in there, you could put an excavator in there, and you could do a whole, you know, whatever you want to do. But there are 5 building sites as we go around. Vehicle store is on the right hand side. So the vehicle shop and workshop trigger are just here. This is the reset point as well, so if you need to reset any vehicles or machinery, this is where they will reset to. So vehicle shop trigger there, workshop trigger just here. Next to that we've got the dairy, just here. And then behind that we've got the animal dealer, and we've got the animal dealer sell point, which is just there. I say every time I do map tours, if you're not sure what you can sell at each sell point, if you go into here, go down to your prices and look across the right hand side, as you go down each thing it will tell you all the places that you can sell those items. So for example, the animal dealer, if I go down till we get to one that says animal dealer, there we go, sugar beet cut, animal dealer. So that's one item you can sell there, but there's a list. You can gradually work your way through and find out what you can sell there. So that's your animal dealer and animal dealer sell point. Heading north. I mean, to be fair though, even if you take into account the mods that are added in, the mod packs, 210.95 megabytes. I think that's incredible for the amount of detail. Because you've got like wood piles scattered around, there's various different items that are on the map which give that immersion, that feel, that stacks of bales and things like that, that it's a living, breathing space, you know. Another shed there that can be purchased on the left. We just took ourselves in here. Gas station. Just here. Through here we have got, which sell point was this? I need to make sure I get it right. This is Country Market. We've got the Country Market sell point just here. As we go through here we've got another building site at the back, which can be purchased and worked on if you wish. We've got the secondary, this is the Hessen milk. Just there. Again, look. It's that attention to detail. It's not just slapped down, just a standard bolt, put it down. It's all been modified. Supermarket sell point is just around the back of here. And then we've got another workshop, sort of the town workshop. Town workshop just there. And supermarket sell point just there between the buildings. back to our mode of transportation. We'll swing around. And we're going to head north again. You can see the sheds that there's all over the place. Another one there. So, I think we're going to head up to... Oh yeah, there's the building sites, but up to the north here, there's a forest area, which is... It says build site, kind of a placeables point, but it's one of those ones where you've got a nice open area. There are trees across it, so you might have to remove trees. However you go about removing it is up to you, but it's fairly flat, so it's put in there specifically for placeables, whether you're going to put production chains on it or another farm or something like that, which we're just coming up to now on the left hand side. If you look at the map at the bottom left, you'll see. So if I just stop there and we'll whiz through the trees. So as you can see, fairly flat area, nice big open expanse. Now you could put your production chains and buildings between the trees because there's plenty of space, but if you need to, plenty of mods in the mod hub that you can use for tree removal. Unless you want to actually do the logging, there's plenty of logging to be done, and you can put in stuff here as well if you want. We're now going to plot 48. This is farm 3. Now, normally I would say that's an arbitrary number that I've allocated, but when you go to the Mod Hub website, on the pictures the map makers put in of the map, there is a map showing the plots and what's like a key, and that they are numbered. That's why I'm just going by that. So, back to the map then. Out of the farm, we did that. Down the bottom there, vehicle store, dairy, animal dealer. Up there to the country store, Hessen milk. Supermarket, workshop, gas station. We've come all the way up here, gone past that point there, and we are now at this plot here, 48. If we buy that for 224,000, there we go. Some more triggers. Now what we've got here, we've got the sheep farm spinnery. So built into the sheep farm. Let's get rid of those from the other one. So now this will only take wool, not cotton. So from the sheep, bring your wool straight here, spinnery on site, which is brilliant. Hayloft, just here. As we go through, we've got our feed trough for the sheep, spawn point for your wool pallets, sleep trigger just here. Then we come around the back, we've got our dialogue box here. We have got some sheep in here already. 5 out of a potential 130. So you see what I mean when I say about hidden slots on a map and that kind of stuff. So there are animals around the map already once you buy the plots and the triggers all appear, but again you can't remove all of the buildings, so just be aware of that. Hertenhof, quality wool. My route may seem unusual, but it's as efficient as I could work it out anyway. So heading south, we're going to farm number 4. This is a slightly larger cow farm. I'm not going to say all the names. Is it Orsiedlerhof? Orsiedlerhof? I don't think so. Apologies. So, back to the map. We've come down there. We're now at this plot. Plot 59, bit larger, 635,472 if we buy that. Triggers appear. Sleep trigger to our left. Again, that says multi-silo, but it's not showing under the silos option. Shed to the left, 3-door garage. We have got cows, feed trigger, milk point, slurry points around the other side. I think there's a manure heap on this one as well. Yep, manure heap to the side. If we go up around here, oh sorry, slurry points there. And then we've got our dialogue box just here. Open gate with our dialogue box. We have 5 out of a potential 60 cows here. And then we've got a silage clamp around the back here. Farm number 4. Now, I've got to remember the route I need to go from here, because if we carry straight on we go under a bridge, which is at the wrong elevation. I think we need to go left here. Yep. I'm trying to remember the route. So just here we've got grain trade. This is a sell point. To our left. If we turn left here. No, not left here. Where was next? Oh, next turning. There you go. Left here. We've got hay shed, sell point. Just to the right there. Then we've got the grain mill, production chain. Just to our right there. So that's your grain mill, and then around the sides here, sugar mill. And this is again, it fits seamlessly into the map. So sugar mill is here. Again, these are all pretty much standard as far as I can tell. But it's little bits like this, just slight elevation changes. It just gives it a very natural sweep to everything. So sugar mill, just here. Now I'm going to cut across because it seemed the quickest way to do it. So just around the side of here, it is a grass field, so we're okay, but I'll try and stick to the edge. Another shed slash barn you can purchase if you wish. I'll go around that. Onto the road, we're heading up to the northeast corner of the map. Which is here. We've got a debris crusher just to the right. To our left we've got a buy seed fertilizer and lime point, and then we've got a production point here for these particular things. If we go around here we can purchase this for 50 grand. So we can make lime, solid fertilizer, seed, total mix ration or pig food. The recipes are all there. So farm production, just here. Go back to the map. So from this farm here we came up that little track there to the grain sale point there. Up to there, that was hay shed, grain mill, sugar mill. We cut across the grass there. We're now up here at this top point here. So what we're going to do is whiz down the side here, all the way down, because we've got a couple of farms, 5 and 6. Down here, there's another shed here actually that we need to purchase, because it's not a regular shed. It did make me wonder whether I've missed any others. I might have done. So apologies if I have. It'll make more sense when we get down to it. So we're now heading south down the eastern side of the map. I know it's going to sound weird. I know we've had a few maps by Kaz. To me, like I said, it's got another building site to our right hand side. It has a very Fruling feel to it because that's the style of the map maker. I think it's Fruling but better. Does that make sense? I liked Fruling because it was a nice small map and it was picturesque and lovely. And this has got all of those qualities, but it's much bigger. Contracts are available on the map, and because there are a lot more fields on here, I would assume, and it is an assumption, that you'll get more contracts coming up. That was the problem I had running seasons and stuff on Fruling, was I just didn't get enough work to keep me going on a small scale, whereas this is just a little bit bigger. So this building on the right is one of the sheds, but this is a multi-silo as well. So if we purchase this point here, we've come down, we're now sitting here, 39, buy that, and do that, it comes up with the trigger, multi-silo. Like I say, I have tried as best as I could. I think that one 32, if we do that. Oh, there we go. I said there might be more knocking around. So yeah, some of these plots that have got these sheds on, don't tell me they all are. No. To say that would just be typical, wouldn't it? But there are a couple more multi-silos knocking around quite clearly. You can put in on the inside to take out here on the outside. Shed doors do open, but we need to go this way. Which, if fair, we could have gone the other way, but it doesn't make any sense to it at the moment. I'm saying this way or the other way. There are two ways around this. So this is the pig farm. Now there's nothing else here other than the pig pen. However, there is a building site nicely located down there. So if you chose this to be your farm, you could go through a scenario buying the pig farm, then deciding to build your farmhouse and other bits and bobs, silo and things like that here if you want to. So we're here at plot 36. If we buy that, there we go. Slurry point. This will do 290 pigs. This one I've mentioned before when this came out as a mod. I really liked this whole outdoor climate pigsty. If we open the doors and go through, the feed point is around the back. In here. That's where you put your feed in. Eberhof. There we go. Close that. That's your pigs. Now we head down to the final farm. Farm number 6. Just here. We are here. Plot 67. We've got bulk storage hall just there. Now that's not a pallet storage. I don't think it is. No triggers have come up for pallet storage. I think it's just literally just a bulk hall. That silo that I said about, the seed and fertiliser silo, 27,300 litre little silo is just there to the side. We come round the building here, we've got a small horse pasture. That will hold 2 horses. You've got 2 out of 10. Did I say 2? It will hold 10 horses. We've got 2 out of those 10. Just there. Sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger just there. To our left we've got the cows. Milk point just there. Where was the dialogue box? Just here. There we go. I think this is... There we go. A tricky trigger. 45, we don't have any, but there will be 45 in here if you wish to have them in here. And we come around the side here. Now this one is the one that is showing. So this is the shed with farm silo. So we've got a workshop trigger just there. Shed portion all in there. Silo 300,000 litre. Drive through just here, in and out. 3 silage clamps. There you go, the rest of the bulk storage hall, which actually runs directly straight through into the cows, which is a nice touch. I like that. With your silage point, your slurry point here for the cows, just there. Another shed up on the hill. Actually, that might be off the map. Actually, I'm just trying to think. Where's? Yeah, could well be actually. It's a very, very nice map. So, from here, it's a run back to the main town where we started. So we're here, we come out onto the main road, and then sweep round here, we come into the bottom of the carpentry, and the main farm where we started is just there. Like I say, other than a few barns, I can't see anywhere on here. Oh, hang on. No tree came up. I thought biogas plant. But with all of these building sites around the map, there are plenty of modded BGAs, biogas plants, biomass heating plants, and with that plot up the top there, you can put one in no problem at all if you wanted to. There are no collectibles. It doesn't show any collectibles in the menu, and it doesn't mention them in the description. But that is Rehbach by Kaz. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.